Have you ever wondered how a man could rise from humble beginnings to the highest office in the land, all while maintaining a steadfast commitment to his principles? Welcome to the story of Rutherford Burchard Hayes, the 19th President of the United States. Born on October 4, 1822, Hayes hailed from the state of Ohio. His early life was far from glamorous, but it would lay the groundwork for a remarkable journey. Hayes went on to become an attorney, specializing in criminal law, and found himself in the city's solicitor's office in Cincinnati from 1858 to 1861. Hayes was not just an attorney, but a staunch abolitionist. He defended refugee slaves in court proceedings, showcasing an early dedication to equality and justice. However, the onset of the American Civil War saw him leave his budding political career to join the Union Army as an officer. Hayes was no stranger to the battlefield, being wounded 5 times, most severely at the Battle of South Mountain in 1862. Despite these trials, his bravery earned him a reputation, and he rose through the ranks, eventually serving as a brevet major general. Yet his career did not stop there. After the war, he emerged as a prominent member of the half-breed faction within the Republican Party. In 1865, Hayes began his stint in Congress, and by 1868, he had been elected governor of Ohio, serving 2 consecutive terms and half of a third 2-year term. Yet, the pinnacle of his career was yet to come. In the 1876 United States presidential election, Hayes secured the Republican nomination. The general election, however, was a contentious affair. Hayes faced Democratic nominee Samuel J. Tilden and lost the popular vote. The electoral votes were also in dispute, and neither candidate had enough to secure victory. Yet, in a twist of fate, a congressional commission awarded Hayes 20 contested electoral votes in the Compromise of 1877. This backroom deal saw both Southern Democrats and Whiggish Republican businessmen accept Hayes's election, on the condition that he end federal support for Reconstruction and the military occupation of the former Confederate states. As president, Hayes held fast to his belief in meritocratic government and equal treatment, regardless of wealth, social standing, or race. His presidency saw the Great Railroad Strike of 1877, which he resolved by calling in the U.S. Army against the railroad workers. Despite the conflict, he implemented modest civil service reforms and vetoed the Bland-Allison Act of 1878, setting the stage for further reform in the decades to come. In the twilight of his term, Hayes kept his promise not to run for re-election, retiring to his home in Ohio. He passed away on January 17, 1893. So, what can we make of Rutherford Burchard Hayes' life and presidency? A man of principle, Hayes rose from humble beginnings to the presidency, guided by a belief in equal treatment and meritocratic government. His presidency was marked by both conflict and reform, laying the groundwork for changes that would shape the future of the United States. Despite the trials he faced, Hayes remained steadfast, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge us today.